It's the Andy Griffith Show, facts and trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, facts and trivia. Thank you for being here. Today's video is on how some of your favorite Andy Griffith Show stars almost didn't end up on the show. When you think of the Andy Griffith Show, which premiered on October 3rd of 1960, the cast feels as if it could not have been any other way. Don Knotts as Barney, and Frances Bavier as Aunt Bee, Jim Nabors as Gomer, Pyle, and Ronnie Howard as Opie. Plus, of course, Andy Griffith as Sheriff Andy Taylor. All became such an integral part of Mayberry life, it felt as if they were always destined to be there. But the truth is, some of those familiar faces almost didn't make it to town at all. It turns out that three of the major characters, including Aunt Bee, Barney, Fife, and Gomer Pyle, were almost played by entirely different actors, or could have not existed at all. Frances Bavier, who played Aunt Bee, was the heart of the Taylor home, offering guidance, love, and of course her delicious home cooking. She wasn't just a housekeeper, she was a mother figure of Opie and a balancing presence for Andy. Yet Frances Bavier nearly turned it down to part. When she first read the script, she dismissed it. But people simply don't talk like that, she told TV Graphic in 1966. A lifelong New Yorker who had made her career on Broadway and Hollywood, she found the Southern way of talking foreign and unrealistic. Thankfully, Bavier took a trip south and realized she was wrong. It was my first trip to the South, she admitted. I didn't believe it before. I thought Andy was making it up. Once she understood that Griffith and the writers were capturing a genuine voice, she fully embraced the part and forever became tied to Aunt Bee. Another Mayberry favorite who nearly stayed out of town was Jim Nabors. When Andy Griffith personally offered him the part of Gomer Pyle, Nabors hesitated. I don't think so, but thanks anyway, he recalled saying. Griffith had to push him to at least try, reassuring Nabors they would not lose anything by reading for it. Nabors was insecure about his acting skills, but Griffith's persistent won him over. Once on the show, he quickly found his footing as a lovable mechanic. I could go to work on that show without knowing a carburetor from a crankshaft, and I scarcely do, Nabors later joked, according to MeTV. His natural charm carried the character, and what began as a guest spot grew into one of Mayberry's most beloved residents, and even a spin-off of his own. Even Don Knotts, who played Barney Fife, was not a part of the original plan. Knotts recalled in an interview that he was watching the pilot for the Andy Griffith Show with a friend, Pat Harrington Jr., when the inspiration struck. He immediately called Griffith in New York with the idea that the show he could use a deputy. Griffith loved the suggestion and encouraged him to meet with producer Sheldon Leonard. Initially, the writers portrayed Barney as a secondary character, but over time, fans grew to love him so much that he was gradually added to the script more frequently. As Knotts put it in an interview with the Archive of American Television, the character just built as we went. Can you imagine any of these characters played by someone else or scrapped completely? Hey, let me know in the comments. It wouldn't have been a show. I don't think the show would have lasted without any of them, to be honest with you. Especially Aunt Bee and Frances Bavier and Don Knotts. I don't think it would have been the same. I don't think it would have lasted at all without Don Knotts. But and then they needed somebody's extra, when Gomer come along. So that was just punching on. They did everything right, everything right, except going to collar and changing writers and stuff when they went to collar. That's when it all went downhill, and letting Don Knotts go, of course. Please check out classic rural comedies, facts, and trivia. It's on the unusual inspiration for the creation of the Beverly Hillbillies. This is really wild and cool. I just find this really neat. And this is a show I hadn't thought about in years, but I love the show. The tragic choice that ruined Chico and the Man. Classic rock, country music, facts and trivia, the many loves of Elvis Presley, all the women he dated. There's probably going to miss one or two, but it's a good lineup. A lot of beautiful women, and some of them will shock you. I'm a huge Elvis fan. It surprised me. Huge Elvis fan. Surprised me. In faith and entertainment, the majority of Americans engage with Christian media every week, believe it or not. All I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please like this video. I'll tell you what, the review thing seemed to do okay the first week. I want to try to do a little bit better with it, but I'm going to do them on Saturdays. I'm going to make it one day a week, and I want to make it episode review Saturday, or I'll name it something cool. That one ain't cool, but yeah. So be looking for that, and that way you guys can grade these episodes as well, and everybody can see your grades too, and especially me because I'm more important. Right? I can see your grades, and I'll grade you on your grades. You guys have a great day. God bless you, and I'm praying for you.